Growing up, my mom took us traveling around the world, and she was always taking photos of everywhere we went, and it kind of inspired me to start taking photos. I recently started getting into developing it. I have a darkroom in my house. It gives you a really good understanding of how everything works, and so you have a better idea of how shots will look. Moving that into cinema and bigger projects that we've been doing it's cool because the end result comes out really amazing. I started writing for Hurley in 2013. They're all, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to do the tour and I want to film and do a movie.
I think what John was looking for was to apply kind of our special ops, high-tech team and some of our technology and implement that into his world.
Brain Farm has big production value. If you watch their snowboard movies, every shot is super perfect. And they'll do it over and over again until they nail it just for the shot. Seeing that stuff, I was like, those are the guys I want to work with.
One of the things that we thought would be cool would be to have the first ultra high definition surf film. Show people details in the waves and water and land and environment that we're working in. A view from a blue moon is a look into a very rare event. I mean, no one's surfing like John, and no one had captured a surf film like this to date, so we called it that for that reason.
When we did our first trip, it was crazy. There was helicopters and guys working on all different kinds of stuff, and I wasn't used to it, so I was like, whoa, this is like a whole nother level of everything. There's so many people we have to deal with. It's not just, okay, the waves are good, I'm gonna go surfing. It was more of a, you start to tell each and every person, like, the waves are good, I'm gonna go surf, and it takes like 45 minutes to get in the water, and by the time you get in the water, the waves are bad.
You have to find a balance between team and tech and just enjoyment. Because if the athlete is not having any fun doing it, it's not worth doing. I mean, bottom line, production is stressful. It really is. It is not easy.
Some of the crazy was traveling all the way to Africa with 52 Pelican cases of gear. And I travel all around the world all the time and go with one board bag and one suitcase. And I'll show up places and neither of them will show up. I think we missed 2 flights on the way there, had to get on another plane, reroute. We were like, there's no way this stuff's getting there. And somehow every single piece just came out on the baggage claim, and I was just blown away. I was like, of course. By the last trip, our crew was so streamlined and so good, and everyone knew exactly what they were doing and what their jobs were, and it was so organized.
Making an action sports film, the budget is a major concern because it's not, we don't have the budget of a Hollywood feature. We can't go wildly over. When you're in the helicopter, you have to sit and wait and hover there 15, 20 minutes before you have a chance to get the shot. And you have to have a pilot that knows exactly what he's going to do at the right time, an operator and a coordinator that are all talking together to get this perfect shot. And it's very hard to do in surfing. We were able to bring a shot over, which is a 6-axis gyro-stabilized gimbal that sits below the helicopter. And we can put a red dragon and a long lens in there, and it'll stay dead stable on the water, in the air. I was blown away. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing stuff I've ever seen. I could watch it for hours. That system is a game changer, and we were able to get that to John kind of in the almost beta stage. So we were able to get some new tech out that no one was using at the time. The Phantom 4K had just come out just during our movie. We were on trips and they were sending us firmware updates to make sure the camera was working properly, and it was insane to work with big airs and just so slow. The underwater footage that we were able to get, just amazing. To be honest, almost every single shot in the movie just blows me away. I mean, the surfing is all time. John is Superman. It's crazy. I kind of put my dream list of people, and actually a lot of them came. We got Jordy Smith in Africa, and then we got Felipe in Brazil. There's Jamie and all my good friends surfing pipe. Jamie's one of my favorite pipe surfers of all time. And then getting to surf with Bruce a bit, and then Matt and Albie. To watch what those guys do out there with those big air sections is pretty cool and pretty inspiring. The film is exactly what John wanted. He wanted to just be honest and true to who he really is, which is an amazing surfer that likes to go hang out with his friends around the world and show it as it is in an amazing way. That was such an amazing time, and it makes me want to go back to the place each time I watch it.